peace yet again.
I hear a tongue, shriller than all the music, cry, Caesar, speak. Caesar is turned to hear.
Beware the Ides of March. What man is that?
A soothsayer bids you beware the Ides of March.
Set him before me. Let me see his face.
Fellow, come from the throng. Look upon Caesar.
Say, once again, speak.
Beware the Ides of March.
He is a dreamer. Let us hear him.
Gentleness and show of love as I want to have.
Cassius, be not deceived. If I veiled my look, I turned the trouble of my countenance merely upon myself. Vexed I am of late, and 'tis only that poor Brutus, with himself at war, forgets the show of love to other men. What means this shouting? I feel the people choose Caesar for their king.
Then must I think I do fear it so.
I would not have it so, Cassius, and yet I love him well.
Why, man, he doth bestride the narrow road like a colossus, and we petty men walk about his huge legs, only to find dishonorable graves. What should be in that? Caesar! Why should that name be sounded more than yours?
Caesar's returning.
Antonius,
Caesar.
let me have men about me that are fat, sleek-headed men, and such as sleep at night. Yon Cassius has a lean and hungry look. He thinks too much. Such men are dangerous.
Fear him not, Caesar. He is not dangerous. He is a noble Roman, and well given.
Would he were fatter.
Casca, tell us what hath chanced today that Caesar looks so sad.
Why, there was a crown offered to him. He put it by, but to my thinking, he fain have had it.
Who offered him the crown?
Mark Antony.
What was the second noise for?
For that fool, for then he put it by again. But to my thinking, he was loath to lay his fingers off it. And then he offered it a third time. As he refused it, the rabbit hooted and uttered such a deal of stinking breath that it almost choked Caesar, for he fell down at it.
'Tis very like he hath the falling sickness.
No! Caesar had not. But you and I and honest Casca, we have the falling sickness.
I know not what you mean by that. Farewell, both.
What a blunt fellow is this grown to be. He was quick-mettled when he went to school.
So is he now, in execution of any bold or noble enterprise. However, he puts on this tardy form. This rudeness is a sauce to his good wit, which gives men's stomach to digest his words with better appetite.
And so it is. Tomorrow, if you please to speak with me, come home to me, and I will wait for you.
I will do so. Till then, think of the world. Well, Brutus, thou art noble, yet I see thy honorable metal may be rot. For who's so firm that cannot be seduced?
What night is this, where the heavens menace so?
Those that have known
They say tomorrow the senators need to establish Caesar as the king. He shall bear his crown by land and sea in every place save here in Italy.
I know where I'll wear this dagger then. Cassius from bondage will deliver Cassius.
So will I. Stand close watch. Here comes someone in haste.
This sinner. He is a friend.
Oh, Cassius, if you could but win the noble Brutus to our party.
Good sinner. Take this paper and throw it in his room. 3/4 of him is ours already, and the man entire upon the next encounter yields him ours. Farewell, gentlemen. Safe flight.
Must be by his death. For my part, I know no personal cause to spurn at him. But for the general, he would be crowned. How that might change his nature. Stinging him. Therefore, think of him as a serpent's egg. Kill him in the shell. Is not tomorrow by the Ides of March?
Sir, March is wasting 15 days.
'Tis good. Go to the gate. Somebody knocks. Brutus, thou sleeps. Awake and see thyself. Speak, strike, redress. Between the acting of a dreadful thing and the first action, all the interim is like a phantasma or a hideous dream.
Brutus?
Know I these men that come with you?
Yes, every man of them.
Give your heads, all of them.
Shall no man else be touched?
All he can do is to himself take thought and die for Caesar. And that were much he should, for he is given to sports, to wildness, and much company.
There is no fear now. Let him not die, for he will live. That is hereafter.
Peace! Count the clock.
Clock has stricken 3.
It is time to part.
Yet you will not know whether Caesar shall come forth, for he is grown superstitious, grown late.
Never mind that. Let me work. For I can give his humor the true bent, and I will bring him to the capital.
'Tis time to talk.
Caesar shall go forth.
Caesar, what do you mean? Your wife sends word
My
you
lord
shall
will
stir
well.
out your household.
She had never profaned
Caesar
religion.
shall go
It now
forth.
be frightened.
These
My
predictions
lord go well.
unto the world in general as to Caesar. These
When Verus
predictions
There are no
unto the
coming
world
soon.
in
The
general
heavens themselves blaze
as
for
to
the death
Caesar.
of princes.
Cowards
When
die
beggars die,
many
there are
times
no
before
coming
their
soon.
deaths.
The heavens themselves blaze for the
Valiant.
death of princes.
Never taste of death. But
Cowards
once
die many times before their deaths.
Alas,
Valiant,
my lord,
never taste
your
of death.
wisdom is consumed
once.
in confidence. Call it our fear that keeps
Alas,
you in the house there.
my lord,
not your own.
your wisdom is consumed in confidence. Call it our fear that keeps you in the house there.
for her human and yours, I will stay. Bear her the message. For her human and yours, I will stay. Bear her the message. Caesar, all hail. You are come in very happy time to bear my greeting to the senators and tell them
All hail.
that I will.
You are come in very happy
Most
time
mighty Caesar.
to bear my
Let me
greeting to
know
the senators
the cause.
and tell them
The cause
that I will not
is
come
in
today.
my will. I
Most
will not
mighty
come.
Caesar.
That is enough to satisfy the Senate.
The cause is in my will. I will not come.
That is enough to satisfy the Senate. But because I love you, I will let you know.
But
Calpurnia, my wife, stays
because I
me at
love you,
home. She dreamt
I will let you know.
that she saw my statue, which like a
Calpurnia,
fountain
my
with the
wife
100 spouts,
stays me at
did
home.
run pure blood,
She dreamt
and
that
many
she saw my
lusty
statue,
Romans
which like a fountain
smiling,
with 100
and
spouts,
did bathe their
did
hands.
run pure blood, and many
This
lusty
dream
Romans
is all the
came
misinterpreted.
smiling, and did
It
bathe their
signifies
hands.
that from you great Rome shall suck
This
reviving
dream is
blood.
all misinterpreted.
Ah,
It signifies
in
that
this
from
way you have well expanded
great
it.
Rome shall suck and know it now,
Reviving
If the Senate have concluded to give this day
Ah.
a crown to mighty
This way you
Caesar,
have well expanded it.
if you shall
know
send
it
the
now,
word,
that
you
the
will not,
Senate have concluded to give this day
your
a
minds
crown.
may change.
Mighty Caesar, if you shall send them word, or not. How foolish the spear seem now. I will go. How foolish the spear seem now. I will go. The eyes of all shall come.
Yes, Caesar, but not God.
I wish your enterprise today may thrive.
Brutus, I fear our purpose is discovered. What shall be done?
Cassius, be constant. Caesar knows not of our purposes, for look, Cicero smiles, and Caesar doth not change.
Casca, you are the first that rears your hand.
Most high, most mighty Caesar,
Great Caesar.
Pardon, Caesar, I kiss thy hand, but not in flattery.
What, Brutus?
Great Caesar.
Hence will thou lift up Olympus.
Speak hands for me.
Et tu, Brute. Then fall, Caesar. Oh.
Liberty! Freedom! Tyranny is dead!
Liberty! Freedom!
Why not stand still? Ambition's debt is paid. Then walk we forth, even to the marketplace. Let's all cry, peace, freedom, and liberty.
Where's Mark Antony?
Welcome, Mark Antony.
Almighty Caesar, thus lie so low? I know not, gentlemen, what you intend. Who else must be let blood? Who else is raped? If I myself, there's no hour so fit as Caesar's death hour.
Oh, Antony, beg not your death of us.
Your voice shall be as strong as any man's in disposing of new dignities.
We will deliver you the cause that I, that did love Caesar when I struck him, have thus proceeded.
I doubt not of your wisdom, and am moreover suitor, that I may produce his body at the marketplace, and in the pulpit, as becomes of a friend, speak in order of his funeral.
I know not what may fall. I like it not.
I will myself into the pulpit first, and show the reason for our Caesar's death.
Maybe so, I desire no more.
Prepare the body then, and follow us.
Oh, pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers. Woe to the hand that shed this costly blood. Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war.
We will be satisfied! Let us be satisfied!
Follow me, friends, and give me audience.
I will hear Brutus speak! The noble Brutus is ascended. Silence!
Be patient to the last. Romans, countrymen, and lovers, hear me for my cause and be silent. If there be any in this assembly, any dear friend of Caesar, to him I say that Brutus's love to Caesar was no less than his. If then that friend demand why Brutus rose against Caesar, I answer, not that I loved Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more. As Caesar loved me, I weep for him. As he was fortunate, I rejoiced at him. As he was valiant, I honor him. But as he was ambitious, I slew him. There is tears for his love, joy for his fortune, honor for his valor, and death for his ambition. Who here is so base that would be a bondman? If any speak, for him have I offended. Who here is so rude that would not love his own country? If any speak, for him have I offended. Who here is so vile that would not be Roman? If any speak, for him have I offended. I pause for a reply. Here comes his body, mourned by Mark Antony. And with this, dear friends, give me leave. Do grace to Caesar's corpse, and grace Mark Antony's speech, tending towards Caesar's glories, by which our permission is he allowed to make.
Caesar!
El Brutus!
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I have come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil which men do lives after them. The good is oft inherent in their bones. So let it be with Caesar. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. That's when the poor have cried? Caesar wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet, Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lipical. I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition?
No.
Yet, Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man. I come not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here am I to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not once without a cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? Oh, judgment, thou art fled to Brutus beast, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in that coffin this season. I must pause till it come back to me.
Methinks there is much reason for what you say.
If you consider rightly the matter, Caesar has had great wrong.
His eyes are red, fire is weak.
There is not a nobler man than love the handsome.
If you have tears, prepare to shed them now. Look, this ran Cassius' dagger through. See what a rent the envious Casca made. Through this, the beloved Brutus stabbed. And as he plucked his cursed steel away, mark how the blood of Caesar followed it. Judge, all you gods, how dearly Caesar loved it. For you all know that Brutus was Caesar's angel. This was the unkindest cut of all.
O noble Caesar.
Treason!
Treason!
Treason! Burn the book!
Death to Brutus!
We must kill him! Come on, we need to burn them!
Burn their houses!
Kill
Burn
them!
their houses! Kill
their
them!
houses!
Treason! Kill them! Kill them all!
Thou art afoot, mischief. Choose thy course thou wilt.
Fled from the fear of the people. Anyone whom against was the smallest suspicion was ruthlessly put to death by a procurator, and young Octavius Caesar, Caesar's nephew and heir to his name. Brutus and Cassius fled into Asia, where they raised armies to march against Antony Octavius, but not all was well between the friends. Now Brutus accuses Cassius of taking the lives.
Let me tell you, Cassius, you yourself are much condemned to have an itching palm, to sell your offices for gold to undeservers.
I, an itchy palm, when Caesar lived, he darest none of us move me.
Remember March! The Ides of March remember.
Did not great Julius bleed for justice' sake?
Do not presume too much upon my love. I may do that which I shall be sorry for.
You have done that you should be sorry for.
You love me not.
O Cassius, I am sick of many griefs. My wife, my beloved Portia, is dead.
Oh, how escaped I feeling when I crossed you so. Oh, insupportable, touching loss. Upon what sickness?
Impatient of my absence, and grief that young Octavius with Mark Antony have made themselves so strong. With this, she fell distracted, and her attendants absent, swallowed fire.
Portia, art thou gone?
No more, I pray you. I have here received letters that young Octavius and Mark Antony come down upon us with a mighty power. What do you think of marching toward Philippi presently?
I do not think it good.
Our cause is ripe. The enemy increases every day. We, at our height, are ready to decline. There is a tide in the affairs of men, which, taken at the flood, leads on to fortune.
And with your will, go on. We'll along ourselves and meet them at Philippi.
Who comes here? Art thou anything? Speak to me what thou art.
Thy evil spirit, Brutus,
Why comest thou?
to tell thee, thou shalt see me at Philippi.
Then I shall see thee again.
Aye. Aye. Aye.
On the plain of Philippi,
the armies of Antony and Octavius advanced. Brutus and Cassius exchange one last look before the decisive battle begins.
Sir, today is my birthday. This very day was Cassius born. Against my will, am I compelled to set upon one battle all my liberties? Now, most noble Brutus, if we lose this battle, will you be contented to be led in triumph through the streets of Rome?
No, Cassius, no. But this same day must end the work the Ides of March have begun. And whether we shall meet again, I know not. Forever and forever, farewell, Cassius. If we do meet again, why? We'll smile. If not, why? Then this parting was well made.
Forever and forever, farewell, Brutus. If we do meet again, we'll smile indeed. If not, 'tis true. This parting was well made.
Octavius were victorious!
Lie further off, my lord. Lord Antony is in your tents.
This very day I breathed first. There where I did begin, there shall I end. Time is come round. Caesar, thou art revenged, even with the sword that killed thee. Oh!
Thou art that mighty, but the last of all the Romans. Very well. Our enemies have beat us to the pit. It is more worthy to leap in ourselves than tarry till they push us. I know my hour is come. Caesar, now be still. I killed not thee with half so good a will.
This was the most noblest Roman of them all. All the conspirators, save only he did, that they did in envy of great Caesar. His life was gentle, and the elements so mixed in him that nature might stand up and say to the whole world, this was a man.